The final exam at Ivy Hollow University. Beneath the manicured lawns and neo-Gothic spires of Ivy Hollow University, a public ivy, famed for its cutthroat pre-law program, lay a secret course never listed in the catalog, the Midnight Curriculum. Whispers about it circled during finals week, when sleep-deprived students swore they saw shadowy figures in graduation gowns haunting the library's restricted section. But for transfer student Emily Choi, the nightmare began when she pledged the Lambda Epsilon Theta sorority, lured by their promise of connections that outlive death. The initiation ritual started as cliché, blindfolded in the woods, chanting Latin, drinking a bitter concoction from a skull-shaped cup. But when Emily opened her eyes, she stood alone in the university's oldest building, Holloway Hall. The walls, usually lined with portraits of dead deans, now displayed paintings of students mid-screen, their faces melting into diplomas. A voice boomed from the ceiling, "Welcome to Legacy Week." Her first assignment appeared on a typewritten slip, "Find the third basement library. Check out the 1923 yearbook." Problem? Holloway only had 2 basements. At 2:33 a.m., Emily discovered a hidden staircase behind a defaced mural of the university's founder. The steps descended into a tunnel reeking of formaldehyde and burnt hair. The library was a morgue-like chamber lined with jars of preserved eyes, each labeled with a student's name and GPA. The 1923 yearbook lay open on a pedestal, its pages stuck together with dried blood. A photo near the back showed a row of Lambda Epsilon Theta members, their faces scratched out except for one girl, Emily's doppelganger. Beneath it, a handwritten note. They buried Alice Greene alive in the bell tower for refusing to name her child's father. Now she picks a new sister every term to finish her thesis. The next night, Emily's dorm room filled with the sound of a typewriter clacking. On her desk, a thesis draft appeared, titled, "The Mortality of Ambition, a Case Study in Sacrifice." Each page detailed a Lambda sister's death, drowned in the campus fountain, flayed in the chemistry lab, her skin used as bookbinding. The final chapter? Emily Choi, Death by Academic Asphyxiation. Panicked, Emily confronted the sorority president, Vanessa, who laughed. "Alice needs a co-author to graduate to the afterlife. You should be honored." When Emily tried to quit, Vanessa's eyes turned obsidian black. Legacy Week doesn't end until someone passes. The final task, attend lecture hall B at 3 a.m. Survive the Q&A. Emily arrived to find the hall packed with spectral students in Roaring Twenties attire, their necks snapped at odd angles. At the podium stood Alice herself, her torso split open like a book, ribs splayed as pages. Question 1, Alice intoned, moss and worms spilling from her mouth. Who pays for your sins? You or your legacy? Emily's phone lit up with texts from Vanessa. Run. She's not grading you. She's writing you. Too late. Alice's inky fingers elongated, piercing Emily's sternum. Visions flooded her mind. Lambda sisters through the decades, all murdered to fuel Alice's eternal academic hunger. Emily's skin began to itch, then blister, as if her body were becoming parchment. She awoke in her dorm, unscathed, or so she thought. During poli-sci class, her professor froze mid-lecture, staring in horror. Emily looked down. Her hands were translucent, typed text bleeding across her skin like tattoos. The words mirrored Alice's thesis. Now, Emily haunts Holloway Hall's third basement. Prospective Lambda sisters sometimes see her flickering in the stacks, compulsively organizing books labeled with their names. Those who flee fast enough find a single sentence scrawled in their notebooks. Enrollment is forever. Rumor has it the Midnight Curriculum's next offering is Advanced Hauntings, with a waitlist longer than the Great Depression. Better start studying if you can outrun the grading bell. Click here to watch more videos like this. Like, share, and subscribe, and comment down your favorite part. Thank you very much for watching till the end.